Alright, so my Bretonnians were introduced to the Dark Christmas Elves. This is in my opinion, a brilliant theme. This guy's taken his Dark Elf army and he's customizing them, giving them Santa hats and pointy toes and red and green color scheme. And yeah, so there you have it. And a lot of the models he has are models that I used to own and he bought from me because I thought I was going to start Dark Elf army, then decided not to. So if you look at the Spirit Elves, there's like one fully painted guy and a couple partially painted guys. Those would be mine. So anyway, on the far right, the model in the corner is just an assassin. He's just telling me that he's in the army somewhere. He's got a Colden Chariot, Hydra. I love that Colden Chariot, by the way. A big block of Blackguard, a fairly big block of Executioners. The Executioners have his BSB. He's got a big block of Spear Elves with the level 2 Mage, and I don't know how that thing's kitted out, but it has 3 power dice. Dark Riders, 2 Bolt Throwers. The one on the left has a level 4 Mage with him. A unit of Corsairs, the Banner of Frenzy, and then on the far left, some Shades. So my thought was to hold them up in the middle and on the right, overwhelm his left, and then swing around. And so I figure I have, what, 200, 300, and 340 points here on the right, and that 340 points from the Trebuchet Men-at-Arms and Knights Errant, I just want to slow him down or be a hassle to him. I think he's going to have to turn his infantry towards my other troops, and if he has to deal with these guys at all, that's a victory for me on my right flank. So that's what I was thinking there. Bowmen, Men-at-Arms, level 1 Damsel with them. 3 Pegasus Knights. Actually, my list was 4. This is the same list I used at the tournament, and when I set up, I just wasn't thinking. It actually didn't occur to me until I saw these pictures that I forgot to put my 4th Pegasus Knight there. And this is what I was trying to do to overwhelm him. My BSB is actually in with the unit of Questing Knights on the right-hand side. He's got the Insignia of the Quest, which gives him a 3-up ward save once he's down to 1 wound. He also has a Sword of Might. So at the fast calf, 4 Grail Knights, big block of Knights of the Realm, big blocks of Knights Errant with the Errantry Banner, and then my Lord, this Lord has Killing Blow on large targets. So I was going to put him with the Hydra, but then it didn't make sense to me to spread out my troops just to hope that I get lucky. I think I can slow down the Hydra anyway, and my Lord has plenty of time to get over there in the future, and it's better to put him over here and try to take out his level 4 Mage. So there's my Bolt Thrower Hunters, and there's what my opponent's looking at. So I felt pretty good about deployment. I had so many more models than him, he didn't realize that I was going to overload that left flank, and so now on his first turn he's trying to get his infantry over there as fast as possible. Made a huge game-changing mistake. I really think this mistake really hurt his chances in the game. But he took his level 4 Mage out of the Bolt Thrower crew and put her with the Shades, and he did it because he wanted to try to really hurt my Knights with magic. And then during his magic phase he realized that he was out of range for the spells that she had. So the problem is this unit is on his far side, and that's a side I'm going to be able to charge on turn 2, and it's going to be hard for him to get her safely away from there. So with shooting and magic, he focuses a lot of it on those fast cav. He seemed worried about them shooting him, so they died, and I'm okay with that. Put a wound to the Pegasus Knights, killed a peasant, and I feel very fortunate with the end of his shooting and magic. So Brett turn 1. Pegasus Knights charge the Dark Riders. They stand and shoot and do 2 wounds, so it kills one of them, but I pass my panic and we still make it in there. And again, if you look, I take my Mage out of the Men-at-Arms, put her in the woods. She has the Crow's Feast, and I would love just to start shooting away at his squishy little elves. Here's my guys just trying to hold up my right flank. The view at the middle, and view of the left. So again, I'm just want to beat those Dark Riders, overrun to the Bolt Throwers, take care of them, take care of these units, and then turn around and try to get as advantageous charges as possible. And then, woohoo, Trebuchet drops a rock right on top of the Executioners and kills a slew of them. I think I killed 8 out of 15, or something like that. Again, one of these guys is BSB, but oh, tremendously good luck there. Love to see it happen. That was great. My archers with flaming arrows shot at the Hydra and did a wound, so I'm happy with that. Pegasus Knights fluff their attacks and win combat, but we hold, so I guess it's not the end of the world. And we go to Dark Elf turn 2. So obviously he brings his Hydra around. He's going to breathe on those Men-at-Arms. Now what's going to well, I won't tell you what's going to happen here. His chariot failed stupidity, and so just ambled forward 3 inches or so. So that was pretty unfortunate for him. Otherwise, you can see he's still moving up. The blackguard he's actually kind of taking towards my men-at-arms, which I think is just wonderful. What I don't want is for him to bring his infantry near my troop, my cavalry on the left. So now if you look at the hill, yeah, his mage was in with those shades, and he didn't want to put her in with the corsairs because they're going to get charged, and they should lose. He couldn't, where else do you put him? I don't know if he could have reached the bolt thrower, but didn't want her there, and so she's just kind of out in the open. It's just kind of a bad thing. I think he's just plans on, if I charge her, just fleeing and then rallying later. So, yeah, so his level 2 mage did some kind of spell on my mage, and I failed everything and got her killed. And I felt so stupid. There was no reason to move her out of the men-at-arms unit that early. So now he's got some pretty nasty Dark Elf magic, and I have no magic defense. So it's really critical that I kill some of his magic power next turn. So during magic, he kills. He did the spell where you put a big template down, killed 3 Knights of the Realm, and didn't kill any of the Grail Knights. I think they had to take strength tests or toughness tests or something like that. So, and then I don't know if this was movement or magic or what, but his assassin popped up out of the shades and then flew into my questing knights. And I think it's maybe not a bad strategy. If he can win it, that's great. If he just ties me up, that's one less unit that can charge him. I issued a challenge with my champion so my BSB wouldn't get killed. So the Hydra breathes on these guys. He killed 8 out of 10. The other 2, even with the leadership of the Knights Errant, failed and ran 12 inches right through my Knights Errant unit, or actually right in front of them. But they were basically at the side of the board, so we just took them off the table. So, yeah. That was Peasants. And this was just beautiful. Now look at that yellow marker. During his magic phase, he gave this unit weapon skill 1. And so he flies his assassin in, and his assassin attacks my champion and either fluffs his attacks or I made the saves. And I was going with hand weapon shield to get the better armor save, and it really worked. He didn't do a single wound on the guy. And the champion came back with 2 attacks, weapon skill 1, and killed the assassin. I don't know what the odds are of that happening. That's just wrong. There's no way that should have happened. So, yeah, yeah, that's great. So this round of combat, my Pegasus Knights beat the Dark Riders, overrun into a bolt thrower. Yeah, so that was very, very nice. And we go to Brett turn 2. Now this one, I didn't think I was in range, but decided to measure it anyway. My Knights Errant could see the Hydra, and so and I measured it, and sure enough, they were barely within reach. So I tested, and they failed their test, so they had to charge the Hydra, which was great. I would have declared the charge, except that I didn't think I was going to make it. So I decided to charge the men-at-arms into the unit of executioners because I was thinking there is the slightest chance they could win, and if they did win, they'd pursue to the side of that Spear Elves unit, and that would just deal a crushing blow to my opponent. And if they lost, the executioners have to chase them, and they're going to go towards those woods and away from my cavalry. So I was kind of in a win-win situation there. No matter what happened, I liked it. My general charged his general level 4 mage. She fled, and he hit the bolt thrower on the hill. On this side of the board, I triple charged the Corsairs, and the Knights Errant charged the Shades. They fled and did not get away. So turn 2 for the Bretts is looking really, really, really good. The Knights Errant go in on the Hydra, and they do 0 wounds, and he comes back, and I think he does 1, but I still win by outnumber banner 2 ranks, and we break him, run him down, and slam to the side of that Blackguard unit. And again, I really like that. First off, I know they're stubborn 9. I'm probably not going to break them. I should be able to kill a bunch of them on this charge, and even if we're just locked in combat for the rest of the game, that's great. If he beats me, he has to chase me and go back away from all my other knights, and that's great. So I'm very, very, very happy with how that turned out. If you look on the left, the men-at-arms lost to the executioners, which made me feel silly that I even had a chance there. They pursued, did not catch him. But I know the BSB is frenzied, so on his turn, he's either going to charge the BSB out of that unit, or the whole unit has to charge with men-at-arms, and either way that's great because it's taking him away from the action. And over here, yeah, bolt throwers are gone. My general did an overrun and killed his fleeing level 4 mage. Corsairs were wiped out, and the turn 2 went very, very, very well for the Brets. So we'll see if that's actually the end of the game, if what happens starting in turn 3.